I was born in New York, and then me and my family moved to Tokyo when I was 6 years old. And I first picked up a soccer ball, I think, when I was 6 in Tokyo. Like, my school friends were playing, and they invited me out one day, and then ever since then, it's love at first sight, really. Things definitely started getting serious when I turned 15. I joined an academy called Tokyo Verdy in Japan when I was 12 years old. 300 kids came, and they only took 3, and I was luckily the one of the 3. It's like an MLS academy in Japan. Like, we had the academy team, and then if we go through the ranks, we end up being the pro. And then as the years went on, I was with the U12s, U15s, U18s. So as a 15-year-old, I was playing with the U18 team in Japan with my team, Tokyo Verdy. Out of nowhere, one Asian came up to me after a game, and he was like, "Oh, do you have an American passport?" And I was like, "Yes, I do." And then a few weeks later, I got an email from the U17 national team saying, "Can you come down for a camp in Florida for a week?" And I was like, I mean, I'll go, all the flights are paid. I was 16, I never got international experience from, I could either represent Japan, Switzerland, or the US through my nationality, but the US was the first one to come calling. That was just how the whole US national team experience started. I went to this place called the Residency in Florida, Bradenton, Florida. They have a 2-year program that prepares for the World Cup. And then I was there for the last year of the preparation for the World Cup. So I was there living in Bradenton, Florida, just playing soccer every day from 10 to 12, and then went to school from 1 to 3. And that was my life throughout for like a year, traveling around the world, playing other national teams. And luckily I made the last 23-man roster for the 2011 World Cup in Mexico. I played all 4 games. We went to the best 16. We got smacked by Germany 4-0. Playing in that tournament definitely made me realize, oh, I have a shot of actually becoming a pro soccer player. Before I got drafted, I had a year of me not really signing with the team after the World Cup. So after the World Cup, I had many interests from European teams. I went on trial, teams like Standard Liège in Belgium, Leicester City, Fulham, and then FC Basel in Switzerland. I was still 17 at the time, and in Europe they had a rule where if you're not 18 at the time, you can't really sign a professional contract. So throughout, when I was 17 for a year, I didn't really sign with the team. I was just really trialing, training with all these top teams in Europe, just bouncing around really. But while this year, I was still getting called in the national team, like U18 camps, U20 camps. And then one day I just got a phone call saying, "Are you interested in going to the lottery because a few teams want to sign you?" So instead of pursuing my dreams in Europe, I just said, if I could become a pro right away, I want to. So that's how I chose the MLS. I played under Frank with Las Vegas Lights in 2020, the COVID year. And so that's how me and Frank kind of know each other from there. At the time, he was already speaking about this job that he was going to take over after the Vegas job. We always kept in touch, and then last year, about in the summer, he called me saying, what are your plans for 2022? And I said, I don't really have an option at the moment. And he was like, "Yo, I'm starting up a club, so you should be interested and you should come out here." And I was like, "Yes, sir, sign me up." I mean, it's been great so far. So it's my first time being on a team that's from zero. So definitely, I mean, at first, we didn't even have a locker room. We didn't have proper game wear at first, but now it's slowly coming, everything's coming together. It's been great so far. Everybody is, the whole team, everybody, we're like a family. Even the front office staff, we're all close together. So it's very an at-home family type club, and I think it's gonna go, the team is gonna do good in the near future for sure. It's been great. I mean, we have, as you can see, our stadium is soccer specific. It fits how many people? 5,000, 6,000 people, and then it's usually pretty packed, and then it gets loud. So it's definitely worth playing in front of the crowd. There's a big soccer community around here. There's Salinas, there's Monterey, there's all the Carmel. So I mean, I feel like it's a good market to be in, and the community has always been great. The support is great. It's always great to play in front of the fans.